Greetings! My pegboard is underutilized. I bet I can 3D print a solution. And here's some things I found. I found these on the internet. It's a free model with a whole bunch of these kind of pegboard type organizational parts. I'll put a link in the description. It's free. I'm not saying exactly where I found it because I can't remember, but I'll put it in the something through the magic of editing. But I printed these hooks. So these are like, you slide this into the pegboard, and then this goes down and this snaps in, and this holds weight of some kind. They make a couple of these that are like bigger or shorter or thinner. They also make these, which are like holes. You can get different size holes, different numbers of holes, but this doesn't go into a pegboard, so it prints these separately. And what you do with these is you got a couple of them, and they slot in, they snap in. I need to do some trimming. There's a bit of that squish out on the bottom, so I need to trim all of these to make them fit. But I did that with this one earlier, so that's kind of how they look. And the advantage here, versus some of the other pegboard organizational things, they all print as one piece. Here, they all print flat, like this. And that's because in that dimension, if you peel it off the print bed and bend, then it's pretty strong. If it were to print standing up like this, and then you put any weight on it, it would just snap. No problem. So these all print flat, so they're strong in the correct dimensions, which is very, very handy, because I'm going to be putting like metal tools on these, so it helps if they're not ultra flimsy. I'm not entirely sure if this is enough, but I'll make more. Okay, admittedly this one isn't so exciting to watch, because it does that, and then it gets slightly thicker, and then it's done. But it only takes like 20 minutes, so that's nice. Look at that thing move. I mean, 20 minutes is still a long time. I'm impatient. I want it now. Okay, so here we are, and right in this area is where I would like to store these, my bead roller dies. Now these are pretty big and kind of heavy, and they're made out of steel, but I don't like keeping them on this shelf over here. The shelf is cluttered with garbage, and I actually don't want the shelves here at all. I want everything on the wall. And if you're wondering about strength, just take a look at this. So this is the 3-hook thing. This is made out of PLA, which has got a reputation for being not the strong one. I'll just jam it in. I haven't trimmed those at all, so they don't fit in super well. See these? Tiny, tiny, tiny little things. These little posts being held up, and this is PLA, and not like that stronger, annealed, magical PLA that I've heard so much about. I mean like just the normal, came with the thing and done nothing to it. And this is a hammer, so I mean that's holding a decent amount of weight there. And then maybe some more hammers. All the hammers. They're not big enough to hang all the hammers on. There. But you get the point, It's pretty strong. It'll break if you hammer it, but still. I'm putting like significant weight on there. And they didn't break, except for that one. Whoops. I can just remove that, maybe. Surprisingly strong. Better angle now for these. They clip in the top, and they're supposed to... Yeah, it's supposed to go right in there, but this nub kind of sticks out. I better fix that. So while I'm fixing these, I'm just going to use my snips. I found another advantage of 3D printing over other methods of making things. This past week, we had company visiting, and it was very nice. Hadn't seen them in a long time. But I didn't get anything done in the garage, and that was kind of a conscious choice. I mean, I haven't seen some of these people in a long time, and I wanted to talk to them and generally hang out. Whoops. And it's pretty hard to talk to somebody and catch up and use a welder at the same time. But a 3D printer kind of just makes stuff, once you got the model and you got the settings kind of down, you can just kind of hit print and then just leave. And you come back and it's there. While they were here, I printed a couple of things, including all of these, with the exception of the one that I just started now. They're already gone. I'm not filming while they're here. So it seems kind of like a time saver. In a certain sense. I mean, in another sense, it takes forever for these things to get made. But since I wasn't going to be out here anyway, it didn't really matter. And basically every model also that I've found requires some post-processing to make them work. You know, there's probably a much better tool for cleaning up 3D prints than a pair of tin snips, because this is not working well. Also, it's hot and humid in here. Hot and humid in here, and it's humid inside my house. Not hot because the air conditioner is going, but humid because it flooded twice. Water everywhere, and it all ruins my stuff. Almost ruined my computer. My computer is in the basement, but it's not on the floor anymore. Long story short, get a water alarm. Look up what a water alarm is, buy a bunch, put them where you think there might be water. Free tip. Alright, I'm just going to start jamming them in here. I'm going to put them here because it's still not going in. Hammer to the rescue! See, even in 3D printing, hammers are the answer. Just going to pop them in, big heavy die. Look at that. It holds! I actually think PLA, plastic, is better for this than ABS. ABS is kind of like the strong one. Well, ABS, it's got more flex to it. So this won't flex very far before it breaks. But ABS might take this and just bend and then it might fall off. So I don't want that to happen. And the reason I'm putting these here is because this is my bead roller, which is not being held up by a 3D printed anything. It's being held up by a giant screw bolted into a stud. Because this is like 50 pounds. Still, only one screw, so feeling kind of brave here, but it works so far. Man, those go in hard. You know what, I'm going to put these side by side, because these go together. See, they're kind of tight, but, you know, they're supposed to match. You know what? No, I don't like that. It's the miracle of pegboards. Fixed. Yeah, that might bother me eventually, but you see, I'm not going to use these unless this is over on the thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, that was pretty close. It's not that they're close, it's efficient. Efficient use of space, that's what I'll call it. Huh. That's where these go. That's not going to work. Oh well, no problem, because I only have this one more. This one really doesn't have anything to go on it. So I don't need to worry. I'll just keep stacking up. Uh-oh. You know, they do make longer of these, but they have like a brace under, so I wouldn't be able to slip this on. So that might need to be revisited. And would you look at this? I have this extra up here, plus a couple more down on the printer. Secret is, I didn't wait for those to finish to do this. So I'm gonna have a few extra. What does that mean? Well, it might be foreshadowing for something. Ah, jeez. Okay, that definitely has to be fixed. Foreshadowing what, you ask? Well, nothing until I get my lazy butt to do some measuring. But more on that later. Stupid. So there you go, more efficient use of wall space. Much more to come, although I'm probably not going to be able to find any ones that hold this. These are pretty heavy. Don't know what I'll do with the dollies, these things. They're even heavier and they're weird shaped. Who knows, but this is a start. And now I can expand upward with more of these. Now I just need more snips and more hammers. You can never have too many hammers.